Hey there, and welcome to the first episode of a new mini-series, I suppose. This is Prison Architect. It's a fairly new game. It's in alpha still. It is, however, available on Steam at a pretty extortionate price for what it currently is. However, if you buy now for the extortionate price, you do get the full title free when it's finally finished, and it's fun. I mean, it's not anywhere near worth the price it is right now, but with a few more updates and a bit more in-depth look into the coding and some more additions, a few more improvements, it could possibly be worth what it's priced at. So, I had a request for this, and I was planning on doing a series on it anyway, so I figured I would just start it now. What I'm planning to do is I'm going to make a minimum security prison. That's basically the easiest level of prison you can make, and I'm going to make it a minimum security prison that can hold the maximum numbers of minimum security prisoners that you can have, which is 52. So basically I'm going to make a 52-man, probably more than 52-man prison, and just have a few empty cells. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll have 52 prisoners, and actually if I do that I'll probably end up with some medium as well, but that's not too big of an issue. But what my plan is to have a full prison of minimum security prisoners and have it tick over so that there's no real huge problems that can't be dealt with automatically. There won't be any huge riots, hopefully, and I want everything to be working correctly, bringing in money, getting cleaned and fed, and all the good things that prisons should have. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new prison. It's going to be a small prison. I don't need more than small for this this particular build. I usually play with Fog of War on, so I will. It's kind of annoying though, to be honest. It doesn't really work properly, but yeah, I'm going to play with that on. I'm going to play, and I will immediately pause the game so I can plan out my prison. As you can see here, I'm having some workmen delivered. There's actually 8 of them there. There's a couple of them just sort of hidden behind the back right there. And we have all of this area here in order to build our prison. The very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fence and I'm going to put it around the entirety of my buildable area, which is like this. And this is going to take some time, but it's definitely worth doing, just because it makes it so much more difficult for your prisoners to escape. And in fact, I'm going to go to there, and let's actually set this deliveries right. I want it to be there by 5, so I don't want those. No, I don't want those. Let's go back to fences. That'll go up to there, and we're going to go like that and that. In fact, I'm going to go like that. There we go, and I can put a gate right there, and that'll be the front gate. In fact, I'll do that right now. There we go. So now I'm going to go over the controls now that I've done that. These areas right here, deliveries and garbage, you can see here it's got little checkered patterns. That means it's designated as a area or a room. Deliveries and garbage and storage up here don't have to be, and yard as well, don't have to be indoors. In fact, the yard should be outside, but actually it doesn't say that it's required to be outside. So you could in fact have an indoor yard, which is kind of interesting. Well, I suppose that kind of makes sense, because you can put like a concrete wall around it or something. Anyway, I'm going to start from this end right here. Planning here allows you to plan out what you're going to do for your buildings and such like this. So I could have a whole bunch of buildings like that. I'm not going to do it like that, that's ridiculous. But you can add and remove all your plans, so you don't have to spend any money before you actually put your plans into action. We have clone tool right here, which is actually broken right now. Basically allows you to copy and paste areas of your prison if you want to do that. I've never actually used it because when I thought about using it, it was already broken. So we also have emergencies here. So if we have like a riot, we can have riot police. If there's a fire, we can get a fire engine. If there are too many injuries for our prison doctors to handle, which I've never had before. We can call in some paramedics, and I've never used any of those. I've never needed to. Deployment here is something you have to unlock. It allows you to put guards or prisoners to work. Basically, if you have a room, you can use deployment to have a guard stand in that room permanently, which is very useful, and we will see uses for that later on. Bureaucracy here is research, basically, and I'll need to unlock that as quickly as possible. You need a warden to be able to do that, and I will get him as quickly as possible. Utilities here, this is just power and water, basically. The top 4 are power related, the bottom 4 are water related, and that's just dismantle stuff. So you get a free power station and a free capacitor when you start. You also get a free water pump station, and I've never needed more than one water pump station. I've needed lots of large and small pipes and lots of electrical cable, but I've never needed more than one of those, and I've never needed a pipe valve or a power switch. I can understand why you might want them, because you can turn off power or water to a particular area of the prison. So say if your prisoners damage a water pipe or something, you could turn the water off. I don't think they can actually do that right now, but that might be a plan for the future. In here we have the staff. We have a workman, guard, doctor, cook, chief of security, warden, a janitor, gardener, foreman, psychologist, accountant, and a lawyer. Right now the lawyer doesn't do anything. He's not been coded in yet. He'll just sit around costing you money, so I'm not ever going to get one of those. The rest of the guys have uses. The workman builds stuff and carries stuff around. The guards obviously look after your prisoners. The doctors will heal your prisoners once you've unlocked them through bureaucracy. The cooks obviously make food. Gardeners will deal with all this shrubbery and shit that's all around. I'm not really going to bother with them at all. It makes no difference to me what the outside of the prison looks like right now. It doesn't make any difference to the prisoners either, so I'm not going to bother with that. Janitors, they will clean up the prison. I am going to actually have the inmates work on the cleaning of the prison, so I'm not going to need a janitor either. The warden unlocks all of the bureaucracy stuff, well, not all of it, but most of it, and he also looks after the prison. It gives you access to the regime and stuff, so you can plan the day of your workers. The chief here, you need him in order to use CCTV and deployment, so he's really important, and CCTV is very cool. It's a little bit broken right now, but it is still cool. Accountant here allows you to spend more money each day, basically. The psychologist tells you what your prisoners need, like do they need to go to the loo, do they need to speak with their family, do they need to go and play outside in the yard, do they need exercise, that sort of stuff. And the foreman down here, he unlocks the gardeners and janitors, but he also unlocks jobs for the prison workers, which I will need to keep the prison clean and tidy. We have objects here. We have a whole bunch of objects. There's beds, toilets, cookers, serving tables, medical beds, sprinklers, metal detectors, workbenches, pool tables, all sorts of stuff. Most of these have a use. There's a few of them that I don't ever use, like trees. I never use trees. Large and small windows I don't tend to use all that often. Occasionally, yes, but generally no. I don't see a lot of point of them. The electric chair here, to deliver 2000 volts adjusted. 2000 volts doesn't seem like that like that much. Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't know anything about electricity. But the electric chair right now is broken. You don't have any death row inmates. It only works in the tutorial, but doesn't actually work in the full game. So there's no point in ever buying an electric chair right now. Not in this current version of the alpha anyway. Right, rooms. You have a whole bunch of rooms here. A cell, a holding cell, a solitary confinement cell, canteen, kitchen, shower, yard, storage, deliveries, garbage, execution room, which doesn't work, workshop, security, office, infirmary, morgue, common room, laundry, visitation, and cleaning cupboard. All of these have their uses. Some of them are less useful than others, like the infirmary and the morgue. If you make your prison correctly, it's very rare that you'll actually need your infirmary and morgue, but especially the morgue. The morgue should never be used, but sometimes it is, if you do something wrong. Or if the laundry fucks up, and the laundry is very broken right now, it's sort of manageable, but it's still very broken, and hopefully they'll get that fixed soon, but we can get around that. We shouldn't have any riots because of not having enough clean or dirty, or too many dirty clothes. So we also have materials here. We have a whole bunch of ground type things. We have dirt, paving slabs, grass, gravel, roads, stone, concrete tiles, concrete floor, wooden floor, ceramic floor, mosaic floor, wood floor, marble tiles, white tiles, and fancy tiles. A lot of these are pointless. Like there are two different basically settings for these. They have walk speed and where you can have them. I see no reason to use any tile that isn't a walk speed fast. I see no reason to slow your guys down at all for any reason. I cannot see it. If there is a reason, feel free to tell me, but I just can't see why you would ever want anything other than the fastest amount of movement in your prison. It just doesn't make sense to me. So we're only going to be using the ones which are walk speed normal, so the mosaic floor, the metal floor, the concrete floor, and the concrete tiles. Concrete tiles will probably be the one that I use exclusively because you get them free, or rather you already paid for them when you build foundations, which we'll look at next, and we'll be using to build the entire prison basically. So they can go indoors and outdoors, and they have walk speed fast. So basically they are the universal tile. You could have concrete floors, but you may as well have concrete tiles because they are exactly the same price and they can go both indoors and outdoors, whereas the concrete floor only goes indoors. So yeah, why would you use anything else? We also have fences here which I've already used to surround my prison so that my guys don't get out. In fact, I should have these guys just working while I'm explaining this. We also have concrete walls and brick walls. These will be the main building blocks of the prison. I see no reason to have a brick wall or a concrete wall. I mean, there's no real reason why you would take concrete over brick or brick over concrete, because they both cost exactly the same. I think I'm going to make the whole prison out of concrete this time, because I always make it out of brick, and there's no difference. So I think I'm going to make it a little bit different and just do concrete, because I'm imagining that concrete is more effective at stopping people from escaping. So that's what I'm going to do, although this will be minimum security, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. And over here we have foundations. This allows you to drag and drop an area that you want to have as your prison. I'm going to cancel that because it costs money every time you do it. We also want to plan the prison out first, so that's where the gate's going to be. No, the gate is there, so that is the edge of this, and I want to have at least one square in there because I want to be able to march my guys back and forth through there. I'm going to put a couple of 5x5 square rooms here. The reason for that is you need one 5x5 square room for the security office. Well, technically you need a 4x4 for the security office, but 5x5 is far more efficient for CCTV monitors, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We also need a 5x5 for a security cell. And next to these I'm going to put offices. So what I'm going to do is I will have this is going to be the entrance here. If I put a corridor like that and then put an office there, so a 4x4 office there and a 4x4 office next to it, I can then put a wall there as well, put the door there, and that will give me two offices. Yeah, that's good. And then I'll have another one coming up here, have another 4x4 here and a 4x4 there, and wall that off right there. And then I suppose I can have this area as sort of the yard area, maybe, or something. I'll do something with that anyway. I'll do that, and this will basically lead into the prison complex itself. So what I also need to have is how are these guys going with the fence? Pretty well. It's going to take them some time to finish that. I mean, this is quite a large area, but this fence around the outside is absolutely essential just to stop any prisoners accidentally escaping. I say accidentally, I mean accidentally on my part, not on their part. They obviously are intentionally trying to escape. So I still need another office somewhere, but that's okay. In fact, what I'll do, I'll put the other office here, And this is going to be the psychologist's office, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right here. This will be the morgue right here. I only need a 2 square area for the morgue. In fact, I technically could do that and then put the door to the morgue like, oops, like that. Just have that as the morgue right there. And I can carry this down into, yeah, there we go. So I can put a 2x2 bed there and a 2x2 bed there. It's not quite the right size for me, but that's fine. So yeah, I'll have that as the morgue, which I have a couple of doors there. That will be the psychologist's office right at the back, past the morgue, but there's never going to be any dead people in there, so I'm not too bothered about that. And this will be the infirmary, which will have a door there, because each medical bed, which is here, is a 2x2 square. So I can fit 2 medical beds in there, I think, possibly. Yeah, just 2 medical beds. I'd like to put more in, but I don't really need any more than that. I don't even need 1, to be honest, but I'm going to do that anyway. And what I also need is a visitation area. I think what I'll do is I'll make this the visitation area. The visitation tables are 2x3, so if I put them like that... No, that's not quite right. If I do 2x3 that way, then I can do that. Is that 2x3? Yeah, it is. So if I do that and then have the entrance there and then have another couple on that side, so that, oops, that'll be 2x3, that'll be 2x3, and then what can I fit in the top here? I could put another 2x3 like that. I don't really want to do that. Could do 2x3 there and 2x3 there. Not a fan of that. Actually, what I could do is that's a 4x4 room. If that was a 4x5, I mean a 5x5, it would be a lot better. How's the fence going? The fence is done, so I can now pause again. Good. Maybe this visitation isn't the best idea for here. I need offices. I need a common room. I could make that the common room, but I don't think I want to do that. No. What I'll do is I'll not have the visitation there. What I will do is I will have here, I'll make this a 5x5. No, I'll make it a 5x5 from here, like that. And then I'll have a 3 right there, like that. So this will be the power room. And then, can I get a 4x4 in there? Actually, if I don't put this wall in at all, I could go like that, oops, like that, and then make that into the foreman's office, which will have an entryway here, I suppose. He can always walk through that stuff, so it's not a huge issue. Or actually, no, I'll have the entrance there. So I'll do that. So I'll have the water thing right here, the power supply will go down here, and then the office will be up here. That works. It's a little bit messy, but it's fine. I suppose I could put like a water tap there or something, but or I could just no. I'll do it like that. That's fine. It's a little bit messy, but it'll do. And I'll never need any prisoners to go in there anyway, so that's fine. In fact, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to just build this this room right here. This is going to be the warden's office, and I need to put in a desk, which go there, a chair there, and a filing cabinet, which go there. I should also give him a bin. Let's give him a bin. Which way round is the bin? That's the way around I want it, I think. No, that way. No, let's just have it like that. There we go. And he can have a bin in his office, because there's plenty of room in these offices. So yeah, I'll do that first, because I need to get the warden soon, because I need to start working on the bureaucracy. And let's see. Visitation would be a good thing to have. So I probably should make a visitation area. I'll make the visitation area here. That'll be the front thing. So 2x3, and I'll have a walkway through the middle. So this will be the visitation area. Let's see, can I go 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3? Perfect. Yep, that's good. That will be the visitation area then, right there. And yes, I've got enough offices, got security, got a holding cell, got a morgue and infirmary, got the power supply room and water supply room, got the visitation, and next to the visitation I think should be the kitchen. Now the kitchen needs to be 3 up down here, and I don't know how far across, so like that. That's the size the kitchen that needs to be. And then up here I need to have, that will be the serving table, like that. So that's how big the kitchen there is going to be, and I'm going to go another 5 along there, so that's 5 in there. So that's going to be a second serving table there, and this will be, I suppose, the outline for the canteen. So if I put a 4 there and a 4 there, that will fit me in 2 tables, 4 tables, and then I suppose I can put one in the middle as well, so 5 tables. That should be more than enough, and there's still room to walk around them, so it won't slow people down too much. Yeah, that's good. That's a good canteen and kitchen. What I also want is an exit for the kitchen, so that I can get round to the delivery area. Probably would have been better to have the delivery area closer to the kitchen, but it's not a huge issue. I kind of want to do that. I can have a sink at the side here. How long is that? That's 6, so yeah, it's going to overlap a bit or have a missing slot, which is fine actually. I'm not bothered by that. So I'll have the exit right there, and what am I going to do? I need fences. I'll put a fence like this, so that I can go like that, and then my chefs can march around through here, and that'll be good. I also want concrete tiles all the way along here, there, cover that, all the way along, well, at least to here, and all of this outside area as well, concrete tiles, because that will increase the speed at which people walk. I think I also want to just put concrete tiles down like that, and possibly that. I don't know what I'm going to do there yet, so I'll leave that for now. Okay, more planning. I need solitary confinement and cells. I need a shower. The showers are going to go inside individual cells. A yard can be done at any point. I'm really not bothered about that. Storage doesn't matter right now. Cleaning cupboard and laundry matters, and the common room matters. I think what I'll do, yeah, I'll put the cleaning rooms opposite this. Let's have each cleaning room be 7 or 8. I'll have 7 by 14. There we go, like that. So you have 2 evenly sized rooms. This probably won't get maximum number of jobs in it, because you need to have a certain size room in order to put in the most number of workers. But I think that's going to be pretty close to full, and it's fine if there's an entrance here for this room right here, because I could just put the entrance here instead. Yeah, I'm going to do that instead, that'd be better. Okay, so that's good, and that's all the jobs done except for the workshop, which I'll do later, because the workshop is not all that important right now. Done visitation. I need a common room and a cleaning cupboard I've already got. I need a common room and no. Okay, so all I need now is a yard, cells, and a common room. Alright, that's fine. So what I could do is have just an exit right here, and then have like an outdoor area before you get to the... Yeah, let's do that. Actually, what I'll do is I will... let's just mark out where the path is going to go. There we go. So what I will do is I will have cells up to the rear here. I need 6 by 4 for each cell, because each cell is going to have its own individual shower. I don't need this anymore. There we go. Now this is marked out, I know where it is. So I need a bed like that, a toilet and a shower like that, and that will be an entire cell. So I need another one on the other side, 6x4. So that will be basically the bedrock for my cells. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now the reason I do them in blocks of 8, or either 16, because this will be a single block, is because you generally, if you don't turn this off, you get 8 prisoners at a time arriving the same time every day. So it's generally a good idea to build in blocks of 8 and to not stop your construction and not stop your intake of prisoners, rather. So it's going to go like this, like that, and that is going to be my first cell block. I have showers inbuilt, so I don't need to worry about a shower room. It'll probably flood, but I'm not too bothered about that either, because this is going to be outside, and the only place it's going to actually flood will be outside. I think what I should do is have a metal detector room right here. If I make that into a... In fact, what I'll do is I'll put in a double door there. If I put in a large jail door there and a regular door here, that means that anyone coming into here has to come through a door and be vetted by my security, and I will be able to have them go through the metal detector and pick up any kind of contraband before they come anywhere near here. I do like to have it in my cell block, but it's probably easier for me to just have the cell block on its own. In fact, I don't want to put a jail door on it. I kind of want to put a regular door on it. In fact, what I can do, because they are orientated this way, I can actually put double doors on, which will open opposite to each other. Okay, that's good. And I need solitary as well. I could put solitary down here. This will do for solitary. Could have a couple of solitaries like this. How many solitaries do I want? Let's see. Can I just go all the way up to the edge? I sort of can. I can go to there. Well, I'll just do that then. Maybe I'll just offset the solitaries this way instead. Or what I could do is I could do it like that and then have like a couple of blocks like this. No, that doesn't really work. No, that doesn't work. So like this, and then up here we'll just have a bit of an extra wide area, I suppose, and we'll have the entryway here. Yeah, that works. That's good. So that'll be the solitary right there, and that is everything that I need to build, I think. Let's just check. Got that, got that, got that, got that, got that, got that. I feel like I'm playing like swapsies at school again for football cards. Got that, got that, got that, got that. Don't have a storage room actually, or a yard, but yard's fine. I can deal with that easily. I've got everything except for storage. So where should I put storage? Actually, storage rooms can be outside, so I'll just shove a storage room down there. That's fine. Okay, so I need to start putting down foundations as well. You can start building on this stuff, and what I will do is build all the way up to here. Now I'm going to have to take some grants soon to actually pay for all this stuff. What I want is a bunch of doors. I want a door there and there, 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 and there. Yeah, I want a door there. Have I got a door there already? No, I have one there and there and there. Wasn't I having a... No, I don't need an entrance that way. Okay. I just need a wall there, I suppose. Actually, when I build foundation, it puts down brick walls rather than concrete walls automatically, so I suppose I'm not going to knock down all my walls and replace them with concrete walls, so I think I'll just put in brick walls. So we have 11 hours until the prisoners start arriving, which is not wonderful, but it's fine. I need to buy a warden, and I think they've installed everything into his office, but the office has not yet been built. Where's he going? Oh, he's installing the doors for the oh, what is that called? Cell block. There we go. Okay, I also actually want to put concrete flooring all the way through there, and there, because that's not going to be indoors, so I'm going to need to put concrete all the way down there, just so they can move between the cells and the main block faster. Okay, so having a whole shit ton of stuff delivered right here. A stack of 1 concrete. That seems a little bit pointless, but okay. Couldn't they fit it on that truck right there? Pretty sure they could have. But okay. If you say so. I'm also going to have to do something about this area right here, because that's just, you know, pain in the arse. Actually, what I need you to do is put a staff door here. In fact, I'll put a staff door there as well. And I want a staff door there. And a jail door there before I forget, because I will forget. In fact, I may as well put in all the doors right now. I can put a regular door there, regular door there, a door there. I've already put a door in there. I want a door. This is a holding cell or security? No, that's security, so this will be the holding cell. So this needs to be a jail door. And a regular door there, and a regular door there. In fact, that door is probably in the wrong place. Oh shit. That was not what I wanted to do, because I've just cancelled the entire foundation. Which means I need to go and get a grant. I'm just going to get all the grants, because I can't be asked to work out which one would be better for me right now. And we have to block all this out again, and it's going to cost me twice as much money as it would have done before. That's very annoying, but you know, we'll make the money back, so it's not a huge issue. And I want to put a door that side. This door right here. Dismantle. Which means there's going to be a hole in the wall right there as well, which is highly irritating. Now they're going to install all the light bulbs, none of which I want in the places they're going to install them, or very few of them in the places I want to install them. And I'm going to have to build a brick wall here as well, like that. Please deselect materials, thank you. Okay, we've got 6 hours until the prisoners arrive, and I don't even have a holding cell yet. I think the next thing that I do should be the cell block. So I'll put the foundation in there. I also want to put brick walls there. Okay, in fact I should just probably do this entire area. That's fine. I'll leave that for now. I can always put them on lockdown if I absolutely have to. Okay, so now that this area is done, I can go to rooms and get an office and select that to be right here, which will then turn to the warden's office, which unlocks bureaucracy, which means I can then buy all the things I want to do, which is all of those. And then I also want to have prison labour here, deployment and CCTV. Those are the only things I'm ever going to need, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, and all of those lights are installed. I'm not going to uninstall them just yet, just because I need my workers to be working on the cells right now. Even though I don't want those lights there, I'll take them down in a minute. We're on bang up now for some reason, even though we don't have any prisoners here to bang up. Yeah, but once the prisoners arrive, this area is secure. Actually, no, it isn't, because this isn't even built yet. I'll wait for them to build the foundations for this, and then I'll build the foundations for this. And once that is built, the prison will be secure. We have 3 hours until they get here. We might just have time. That looks like it's done now. Yes, it is. Good. Okay, foundations, building right here like this, and that little bit on the end right there. Now that is far more important than your lighting installation, so leave the lights alone. Why do we not have a brick wall at the back? That's kind of annoying. Not really necessary because we do have a fence at the back, but I do want to put a wall there regardless. And this is all good. Everything is being built. The warden is doing his research. Maintenance is coming first, apparently. I'm not particularly bothered about maintenance. It's probably my lowest, one of my lowest priority things to do, but never mind. Actually, I need to get a couple of staff here. I need to get some guards. I'll have 4 guards. I also need a couple of cooks, and I can't get another cook right now. That's okay. I can make do without another cook. I don't need them in lockdown. They're going to be here in 30 minutes. Hopefully this will be done by that time. As soon as this thing is done, the prison will be secure, so hopefully it will just do it now. Please get off the foundations. There we go, good. And why is this one not finished? There we go, good. So pause it for a second. Let's see, is it secure? That is secure there. All of this area is secure because that door is keeping them out there. We've got a couple of large doors there. That's a staff door, so only staff can get through that door there. And yeah, oh damn it, these are normal security prisoners. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright, well I guess I'm doing a regular security prison. Okay, well I'm going to still do it the same way and it should hopefully be fine. So, I forgot to change them to medium, to low security rather than normal security. Anyway, that's all secure, this is secure. So yeah, we should be fine to receive these guys now. Let's go ahead and do that. So now they're installing windows and things. We don't have a holding cell, so they won't actually be able to get off the thing. Well, that's actually fine. What I'll do is I will just set the cells up right now. Let's go cell here, cell here, cell here. All of these are going to be individual cells, and I'll put the showers in a moment. Now they're not going to have any beds or toilets just now. They will do in a minute, but I guess in fact that the toilets should be the first thing that I worry about. Right, showers. I'm going to have a shower here. Actually, no, I should have the shower. I should have the shower there. No, I don't. I don't want that. I want the shower in front of the door. So I have the shower there. Yeah, so the showers are all in front of the door. They only need to be one square. All they need to be showers is one shower head. So I don't need to worry about anything else there. What I need in the cells is beds. I'm going to have them face this way. Beds are fairly expensive, but they are necessary. So we're going to go ahead and get those. There's 16 beds. And toilets, we need 16 toilets as well. Because what is a prison cell without a toilet, I ask you? A mess is the answer. Covered in shit and piss all over the floor because prisoners are animals. Right, and then we install the shower heads as well in every room. And I really don't care if they flood out their cells. I mean, there's nothing in there of value, including them, so that's fine. I also want to put drains here, I guess. I don't really need them anywhere else. I mean, I could put them in front of their cell doors, but frankly, the only place I really care about them flooding is outside of the prison block. If they flood outside the prison block, that kind of sucks. In fact, I might put a couple of... Actually, yeah, I'm going to put a couple of drains outside the prison doors as well. And that should contain all the flooding. I really don't care if they flood inside. It doesn't make any difference. There's no electrical things in there that's gonna set fire to anything or anything, so not bothered about that. I also want to dismantle all these lights because I can. They are actually installed. Damn it, I just did a bed, didn't I? I think I just cancelled those beds, but that's fine. I can put them back in a second. Right, there we go. And did I just literally cancel those beds? Yes, I did. So I may have just had to pay for even more beds because I'm a complete idiot. Oh well, fine. Whatever. So that's done. So this is now secure and walled up on every side. We have all the bits that I need for a cell to be installed, getting installed. That's what I need. I need a power station. Let's put the power station down here. No. I have the power station already planned out, idiot. We need a power station's going there, and the water pump was going. Was it going there? No, it was going there. I don't know why we have like one odd thing there, but that's fine. Alright, capacitor can go there, that's the first capacitor, and I need water pipes going from here down here, and then all the way into the cells to there. That's a lot of water pipes, but it's necessary. And then I want to go across like this and connect every toilet and shower with the main pipe. You see where it goes red in the middle of the line there, it's already got a pipe there, so it doesn't need to put a small pipe in there because it's a large one. So we'll do that. There we go. So that's all the toilets and showers connected in the prison block. And I also need to connect the sink in the kitchen, which will be there. And I don't need water anywhere else, I don't think. Actually, yes I do. I need one in the laundry. Which one's going to be the laundry? Let's make this one the laundry, I think. So I'll go up through the middle to there and have a line of pipes at the top there for the laundry room. Okay. Now then, maintenance is still not done because I've been pausing the whole time. That's fine. What else do I need? Anything? I don't think I need anything else. And they can't bypass that door, so that's fine. What kind of prisoners we got? We got Ian Betteridge, Felix Bailey, who's this guy? James Dana, aggravated burglary. Oh, what a lovely guy. Andrew Newell, who's this guy here? Rob Fitzpatrick. Can we get a look at him? He's 57. He had a boss that called him Bob. He despised that name, so he stabbed his boss in the eye. He once called himself Bob. He almost died stabbing himself. He did that twice. Okay. Wait, hold on. False imprisonment. Okay. Alright. Aston Porter. And who's this other guy? Ian Steele. Aggravated vehicle theft. Okay, fair enough. So, this is all good. Let's go back to double speed, get things installed. Oh, there's another guy over here. Warren Peacock. 10 years for trafficking. What he was trafficking, we don't know. But he's trafficked something. And we can't be doing with having trafficking going on in our prison. No, sirree, we cannot. Okay, so in order to get these things here, these are extra payments after we've done something. We need the prisoner capacity increased to 10,000. I mean, to 10,000 to 15, and that gives us 10,000. We also need to build a medical ward, hire 2 doctors and a psychologist, which will give us another 10,000. Well, we've already got our places planned out. I haven't actually built them yet, but we do have them planned out. So I'm going to put the holding cell in here, even though it doesn't have the bits for it. And I don't think I actually need to have the holding cell in order to get my prisoners to be put into their cells. So I don't think the holding cell is really that much of a problem, but it's a good idea to always have one, just in case you suddenly have an overflow of prisoners. Because otherwise, where else are you going to put them? And the prisoners are all staying outside right now because we haven't finished their cells. Once their cells are finished, they'll be brought inside and fed and clothed and whatnot. Okay, so I can now get a foreman. Where was I going to put the foreman? Oh yeah, the foreman was going to be in this office back here. So let's go office 4x4. Let's hire a foreman and another cook. And I need to put in the bits for the foreman's office to work. So put in a chair, a filing cabinet, and a bin. We'll go there. That's a nice place for the foreman, right in the in the back of the prison. I'm also going to power up the water pump right here. And as you can see, we have one capacitor, so we have one capacity from the power station and one from the capacitor. And as we add more lights and things to the prison, these power requirements will go up and up and up. So we should be able to deal with most of that anyway. We've got a couple of guards running backwards and forwards, letting people in. We still haven't finished the cells yet, so our prisoners are still waiting patiently outside, which is nice of them, because we can't put them in the holding cell yet either, because we haven't got the holding cell installed, and even if we did, they could still try and get out. So let's not do that. What's he doing behind the staff door? Ian Betteridge, what are you doing back there? Whatever, doesn't matter. Everything is fine right now, so I'm not too bothered about that. Now then, I'm going to also set down where the rooms are. So the kitchen is going to be here. The canteen will be here, with the exception of those right there. Solitaries will be here, 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 and here. So I have 5 solitary confinements. I've already set the cells. Showers already set. The yard I can deal with later. Storage, let's just put storage like... just do that. That'll do for storage. Common room. I never did build a common room. I think I'll put the common room where the storage is, but for now it's okay. I don't really need a common room per se. Not immediately anyway. I will need it quite quick, but not immediately. I'm going to put the cleaning cupboard here, because the laundry is going to be this one. Visitation. Where was visitation? Was this visitation? Pretty sure that was visitation. In fact, yes, it definitely was. And that's going to be the psychologist's office, which I'll be able to hire soon. Still don't have finance done. Here we go. We're starting to escort people to their cells. Ah, oh, damn it. That door is going the wrong way. That's very annoying. Oh, no, it's not. They're both going the wrong way. Okay. Alright, let's disassemble both of those. And I'll put them back on the correct way. I don't really need those doors in right now, but I do want to have them opening the correct way if they're going to be in there. So, yeah, these cells are sort of done. This one's probably the closest to being done. It only has one pipe necessary for it. Everything is going fairly well. These lights are all disconnected, so that's good. I also want to set the regime. What I want is to set feeding time for 8 AM and 9 AM, shower time at 7 AM. I'll have free time for now all the way through to 7 PM, and I'll have them another free time before they go to bed. I'm also going to put the meal variety down to low, because they don't really need lots of variety in their meals, they just need meals. I can't see needs right now because I don't have a psychologist. My grants are all done, but I still have loads of money left, so it's not a huge problem. Staff is fine, and I suppose I'm just going to go for completely normal risk then. I made a mistake. I was going to do low security, but now that I have some normal security, I may as well just keep building normal security. We have 13 cells now, so that's good. So everyone has a cell. It's time for them to eat, but they don't actually have any food to eat, which is kind of worrying. But that's fine, they can starve for a day, I'm not too bothered about them. Alright, let's go 2 cookers there. I need fridges, so I'll put 2 fridges here, like that. And I'm going to put a bin. Which way round is that bin? I want to put a bin here and here, just to keep the kitchen nice and tidy. And there's no fridge, sink or cooker in there, so they can't actually do anything. I want to actually dismantle these lights as well. So let's dismantle these. I got 10,000 for doing something. I'm not quite sure what it was. Oh, increasing my my cell capacity to 15. Yeah, so they're going to be unhappy for the day because I didn't feed them. but that's all right because I will deal with that. I'll deal with that later, and one day is not going to break the bank. I also want to take these lights down as well. While I'm removing lights, I may as well do that. Where are the lights? There we are. There, and I'm pretty sure there's only. Oops, don't want that. I want to get rid of this light right here. Dismantle that, and that, and that. There we go. Good. So the pipes still aren't done yet. Why are the pipes not done? Oh, because I haven't finished the main pipeline. That's fine. And that drain isn't put in yet either. That's not a problem. So they're all sleeping. Hopefully by morning we'll have some food ready for them. I need to put power into here. So let's bring a line down here and put it into the kitchen, like that. There we go. That ought to do, because these should put another power line there and then power everything up. And the sink is already watered, which is good, just not powered yet. These lights are all being dismantled, so it is going to get quite dark in here for quite some time. Did I cancel these? Yes, I did. So I'm actually going to end the video here, right here in fact, and as you can see we have prisoners, and there's 8 of them. They are normal security prisoners rather than low security prisoners, which was a mistake on my part. And we're going to go ahead and end here because I don't want to go over an hour with this. And you have to come back next time to see if I have a riot on my hands when they don't manage to get breakfast. But other than that, we'll see. So I'll see you next time. So I will. It's kind of annoying though, to be honest. It doesn't really work properly, but yeah, I'm going to play with that on. I'm going to play, and I will immediately pause the game so I can plan out my prison. As you can see here, I'm having some workmen delivered. There's actually 8 of them there. There's a couple of them just sort of hidden behind the back right there. And we have all of this area here in order to build our prison. The very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fence and I'm going to put it around the entirety of my buildable area, which is like this. And this is going to take some time, but it's definitely worth doing, just because it makes it so much more difficult for your prisoners to escape. And in fact, I'm going to go to there, and let's actually set this deliveries right. I want it to be there by 5, so I don't want those. No, I don't want a minimum security prison that can hold the maximum numbers of minimum security prisoners that you can have, which is 52. So basically I'm going to make a 52-man, probably more than 52-man prison, and just have a few empty cells. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll have 52 prisoners, and actually if I do that I'll probably end up with some medium as well, but that's not too big of an issue. But what my plan is to have a full prison of minimum security prisoners and have it tick over so that there's no real huge problems that can't be dealt with automatically. There won't be any huge riots, hopefully, and I want everything to be working correctly, bringing in money, getting cleaned and fed, and all the good things that prisons should have. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new prison. It's going to be a small prison. I don't need more than small for this this particular build. I usually play with fog of war on, concrete wall around it or something. Anyway, I'm going to start from this end right here. Planning here allows you to plan out what you're going to do for your buildings and such like this. So I could have a whole bunch of buildings like that. I'm not going to do it like that. That's ridiculous. But you can add and remove all your plans, so you don't have to spend any money before you actually put your plans into action. We have clone tool right here, which is actually broken right now. Basically allows you to copy and paste areas of your prison if you want to do that. I've never actually used it because when I thought about using it, it was already broken. So we also have emergencies here. So if we have like a riot, we can have riot police. If there's a fire, we can get a fire engine. If there are too many injuries for our prison doctors to handle, which I've never had before, we can call in some paramedics, and I've never used any of those. I've never needed to. Deployment here is something you have to unlock. It allows you to put those. Let's go back to fences. That'll go up to there. And we're going to go like that and that. In fact, I'm going to go like that. There we go. And I can put a gate right there, and that'll be the front gate. In fact, I'll do that right now. There we go. So, now I'm going to go over the controls now that I've done that. These areas right here, deliveries and garbage, you can see here it's got little checkered patterns. That means it's designated as a area or a room. Deliveries and garbage and storage up here don't have to be, and yard as well, don't have to be indoors. In fact, the yard should be outside, but actually it doesn't say that it's required to be outside. So you could in fact have an indoor yard, which is kind of interesting. Well, I suppose that kind of makes sense, because you can put like a... Hey there, and welcome to the first episode of a new mini-series, I suppose. This is Prison Architect. It's a fairly new game. It's in alpha still. It is, however, available on Steam at a pretty extortionate price for what it currently is. However, if you buy now for the extortionate price, you do get the full title free when it's finally finished. And it's fun. I mean, it's not anywhere near worth the price it is right now, but with a few more updates and a bit more in-depth look into the coding and some more additions, a few more improvements, it could possibly be worth what it's priced at. So I had a request for this, and I was planning on doing a series on it anyway, so I figured I would just start it now. What I'm planning to do is I'm going to make a minimum security prison. That's basically the easiest level of prison you can make, and I'm going to make it